So for question 21a, they ask us to expand this binomial expression. So you can see our power is 1 over 2. This is not positive integers. It is positive, but it's not integers. 1 over 2 is rational number already. It's not integers. So therefore, we will use the formula of type 2, where our first item here must be 1. Yes, it is fulfill our situation already. And the things we want to expand here is, so the things we want to expand here is negative x over 3. So we will expand this up to x power of 3 and stack up the interval of x so that this expansion is valid. So therefore, first of all, we're going to write our title. So our title which is going to expand is 1 minus x over 3 power of 1 over 2. So follow the formula. You will start with 1 and then n, which is 1 over 2. Then the things you want to expand here is negative x over 3. So again, we will continue the formula, n, then n minus 1. So below here is 2 factorial. And the things we want to expand here, okay, it will be negative x over 3 square. Continue. They ask us to expand up to the x power of 3. So n minus 1, n minus 2, come to 3 factorial. So the things we want to expand here will be power of 3. So of course the rest of it, we no need to show anymore. We just put dot dot dot. Then we're going to simplify it. So press your calculator. Press your calculator for 1 over 2 times negative 1 over 2. We just skip the x. We skip the x. 1 over 2 times negative 1 over 2. So from here we can get this is 3, so I mislook it. So 1 over 2 times negative 1 over 3, this is negative 1 over 6. So this is x only, so I put at the numerator part. So from here, this is 1 over 2 times negative 1 over 2 over 2 factorial. Here, don't forget we have negative 1 over 3 square. So we find out the coefficient here, it will be 1 over 72. So for x square, after its square, it will give x square. And then for this last term here, it will be 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 minus 1, 1 over 2 minus 2 over 3 factorial. So don't forget here, we still have a numbers. It will be negative 1 over 3 cubed. So our coefficient here, we're getting 1 over 432. After we finish our coefficient value, the number value, we're going to see x is power to 3. So this is our expansion. So after we finish our expansion, we have to find the validity of the x. So the validity of the x formula will be modulus of the things that we want to expand. The things that we want to expand is negative x over 3. So for negative, whatever we want to modulus the negative, it will come back to positive. Okay, so modulus negative thing, it still will come back to positive. So we define our modulus here. It will less than 1, greater than negative 1. Then we move out our 3 here, we times 3, it will equal to negative less than x, less than 3. So we are going to see what is the important information here. For the first one will be how we use the formula of expansion type 2, where we want to see how you put your n and how you put the things you want to expand here. What's your n and what's your thing you want to expand? What's your n and what's your x you want to expand? So your x is negative 1 over 3. So finally you can simplify it. And then we're going to find what is the validity of the x for this expansion valid. So means that for the next part of this question, when you want to substitute any value of x, it must in between -3 until 3. Then only this expansion is valid. Then we go into see the question B. They say from the part A. So from the part A, please relate this square root of 9 minus 3x in the form of this. So where A is an integer. So from square root 9 minus 3x, this is equals to power 1 over 2. So we almost get to here already. So we get to the power already. So how are we going to factorize this to get 1? So in order to take out this value of 1, because our expansion, when we're using the formula expansion type 2, the formula must be start with 1. So that is very important basic that how we factorize the value inside here so that the expansion item the first one start with 1. So if we want this numbers is 1, we're going to factorize out 9. So we are going to factorize out 9. So this 9 is power to 1 over 2 because it come from the bracket that has power 1 over 2. So this 9 will power of 1 over 2. When this 9 factorize out, it will become 1. And this 3, when you want to factorize now, 9 means 3 divided by 9 will become x over 3. Then we're going to simplify. 9 power 1 over 2 it is square root 9, which is equals to 3. So from here we managed to express this binomial expansion in the given form here. So this is our another marks. So finally they say, hence, by substitute suitable value of x, approximate this square root 8.70. So therefore, now I have to compare. Compare square root of 8.70. So I will compare to this expansion, this pattern equals to square root of 9 minus 3x. So when they're having the same square root, so we can compare inside. 8.7 equals to 9 minus 3x. So 3x will equals to 0.3. So x will equals to 0.1. So this x is valid or not? We were going to see validity here. Yes, this x is valid. So means this x can be substituted into our expansion. It can be substituted in this formula where x is 1 over 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. Okay, so therefore, after we manage to find our x value, we will start to do our substitution in order to reach this answer, these questions. So we will try to substitute x equals to 0.1 to square root of 9 minus 3x. So for this square root of 9 minus 3x, it is in this kind of form. So it will equal to 3 in the bracket 1 minus x over 3 power 1 over 2. So continue, we simplify it. For this, 9 minus 3 times 0.1. So inside here, we managed to get to our questions. So for right hand side, what is our expansion? We can substitute our expansion here, where this expansion we already done in part A. So this expansion is equal to this value. So it will be equal to 1 minus x over 6. So sub in our x over 6 minus x squared over 72, then minus x cubed 432. So use the expansion to help us to find out the value. So this is our expansion for this 1 minus x over 3 square root. So finally, our right hand side already reached to the questions already. For right hand side, we're going to press our calculator so that our calculator can be rounding off. So straight away we're rounding off because we already come to the final step already. We already managed to get this, means this is our final step. So I have to rounding up to the 2 decimal place. So it will become 2.95, which is 2 decimal place. So from here, we can see what is important here. We have to manage to compare to find out the value of x, which is valid. And then we substitute the concept of substitute x equals to 0.1 in both sides, which is in this binomial and its expansion, everything here. So finally, we'll get to the final answer as the question asks us to do, which is 2 decimal place. So total ABC is 7 marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.